welcome to Yarn Basket. This tutorial today I'm going to do for you is just to try and make the magic circle, starting it off a little bit easier for you because it can be really tricky. So we're going to need a hook, we're going to need our yarn, and we're going to need, importantly, a stitch marker. Really important to use a stitch marker, and then you won't lose your way when you're doing the magic circle. So let's get our yarn. A lot of patterns will tell you to start by wrapping it around your hand. There's an easier way to do it, much easier way to do it. All you need to do is make a loop in your yarn like that. Make sure that your tail end is underneath and your working yarn is on the top. And then just grab where they cross over. The hardest part of this stage is just keeping hold of it all. So then you want to put your hook through your loop, grab the working yarn and pull it up to the front, yarn over and pull through. So there you have the start of your magic ring, magic circle, whatever you want to call it. Okay. So the pattern that I'm following says I need to do 8 double crochets into the magic ring. Double crochets, this is in UK terms. So we want to put that hook through inside the circle at the back, grab the working yarn, pull a loop up to the front, yarn over and pull through. That's stitch number 1. We don't count that first foundation stitch that we did. So that's 1. Hook through to the back, grab that yarn, pull a loop up in the front, yarn over and pull through. That's 2. To the back, pull a loop to the front, yarn over and pull through. 3. 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So there we have it, 8 stitches into the magic circle. So what I find is really helpful here is to pull your ring, but don't pull it all the way. Just pull it about there is fine. Because if you pull it tight, it makes it much more difficult to identify where that first loop is that you need to go into. If you're still not sure, just count back. It's easy enough to count on the top. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Get my fingers out of the way. 5, 6, 7, 8. So there we are. We know that's our first loop. And we're going to push through under both of those top strands. See? I've got them both there. Really important at this stage that you make sure you're using your working yarn, not your tail. Can't tell you how many times I've done that. Okay, so we've got our hook through, yarn over, pull up that loop, yarn over and pull through them both. This is where it's really important just to mark that first stitch you've made so that you know when you've come back to the start and you know that you're on track. Okay, so we've got that stitch marker in. My pattern wants me to increase in every stitch, so 2 stitches into every stitch. So I'm going to go back into that same one, pull up, yarn over, do 2, so that's 2, then into the next stitch, 3, and the same one again. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and the last one, 15, and 16. Okay, so the next stitch has got my stitch marker in, as you can see, so I know that I'm right back to the start. If I'd counted up to my increase and I had a stitch left, or I didn't have enough stitches, I would know that I'd gone wrong somewhere in that round, and just go back and maybe count it out again. So at this point, I'm going to close the center. Okay, and then my next round wants me to increase in every other stitch. So I'll have 24 at the end of this one. So into the first one where I've just taken the stitch marker out. That's 1. Stitch marker back in. Every single row, make sure you replace it so you're always keeping on track. Okay. So that's 1 in the first one, 2 in the second one, so 2, 3, 4, 2 again, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, so we're doing 1 stitch, 2 stitches, 1 stitch, 2 stitches all the way around, 10, 11, 12, 13, sorry about the background noise, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, and 1 stitch left to stitch into, 23, and 24. So once again, I'm back at my stitch marker. That's the next stitch, so I know I'm on track. Okay, so that is how to start off your magic ring and try and keep track a little easier. So then just keep following your rounds according to the pattern that you're following, and you won't go far wrong. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.